I'm really disappointed in the fact that my brother, E-40 Fonzarelli, was ejected from the game. Here's what happened. He was there enjoying the game, sitting on the front row like a tycoon like he always does. A lady a couple of rows behind him was heckling him the entire game. He finally turns around and responds to her heckling him. Security comes over to E-40. You can clearly see him put his arm on the security guard's shoulder, whisper in his ear, and let him know that he was being heckled, and he responded. I guess that didn't matter because he was the person that got disciplined and ejected. You see another gentleman come over who works for the Warriors security, who clearly knows E-40 because he's front row at every game, and he wants to defuse the situation, and he kindly walks him off because obviously the players know and love him like the entire league, and everybody does, because that's the kind of energy that he's carried. And I'm somebody that knows because I've known him for over 30 years. He don't even move like that. He moves with integrity. And so that's why Andre Iguodala walked off with him. That's why Gary Payton II, someone that he's known since he was a shorty and it's like family to him, was checking on him to try to make sure he was good while the game was going on. And then the Kings, who I'm not claiming are a racist organization, they've been at the forefront of teams as it relates to matters, in particular, social and politically, for black people. So I'm not saying that they're a racist organization. What I am saying is that these security officers in particular totally fumbled this scenario and mishandled it and overreacted. And then the Kings compounded by putting out a statement and basically saying he was standing up excessively. Clearly, I know that there's an etiquette to that as somebody that played in the league and that frequently goes to games, but they never gave him a warning for that. And so I think they mishandled it all the way around, and I anticipate in 3, 2, 1, the Sacramento Kings should be issuing an apology to E-40, Earl Stevens, for escorting him from a game and not disciplining the other fan that was heckling him and making him leave a game where he knows how to comport himself. And it was a very exciting game that the Sacramento Kings ended up winning in Game 1 of this year's playoffs.
Well, let's talk about it, y'all. That was Jalen Rose giving his reaction to E-40 getting kicked out of the Kings vs. Warriors game after he got into it with the fan who pretty much heckled E-40 most of the game. All right, now according to reports, this lady you see here in the red jacket talked trash to E-40 most of the game, and the moment he responded, next thing you know, he's being approached by security and being asked to leave the game. All right, now of course everyone reacting to the footage, seeing E-40 visibly upset, trying to plead his case, trying to explain why he responded to this woman, yet no one really cared, right? E-40, come on, man, you gotta go. And I already know, I'm pretty sure E-40 was beyond pissed, beyond upset, because again, we've seen E-40 at many of the Warriors games. And you see this picture right here, he barking off in this guy ear because he's like, yo, I pleaded my case and you don't even care. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, E-40, paying customer, I'm pretty sure he paid a lot of money for them courtside seats. And to just get dismissed like that, I mean, it just goes to show, man, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Listen, when them folk want to get you up out of their establishment, don't matter who you are. And in that situation, unfortunately, E-40's, his career, his name, it really didn't mean anything in that moment, right? They just looked at him as one of the people from the away team, right? Because we get it. You know, the Warriors, man, a lot of people are ready for that chapter to end, right? A lot of people really don't like the Warriors because they won so many rings. It is what it is, whether you hate it or love it or not. So I can understand why the fans was pumped up, you know what I mean, after getting that victory against the Warriors. But the NBA has to address these matters, man. We can't keep having fans, you know what I mean, in the game heckling the away guests and the players, because it happens to players too. We've seen it with Westbrook. We've seen it with LeBron. At some point, the NBA has to implement rules where all parties are protected, not just the fans, not just the players, but everyone, the refs, everyone who's in attendance to this game. It's unnecessary, you know? And even though E-40 speaks on race as, you know, being a contributing factor as to why he was escorted, this is something that will continue to happen unless the NBA steps in. So, again, man, we got to wait and see if Sacramento will step up and give E-40 an apology for how he was treated, you know, the other night. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with Jalen Rose's point? And do you think Sacramento will officially come out with an apology to E-40? Let me know down below. But my name Rip. Till next time. Peace.